are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to part 2 of Community Conversations, and my special guest right now is Mr. What do you prefer me to call you, LaTravion or Trey?
No, just call me Trey.
Mr. Trey. All right, Mr. Trey Parks, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so he is a local musician, R&B singer. Before we get into the music, before we get to know Mr. Trey, I'm going to dig in his business just a little bit.
About to get all of my business.
Yeah, so give us some introduction about yourself, where you're from, and then how did you get started in this music? What sparked your interest?
Oh, okay. Well, basically, I got started with music very young age, Moms and pops, they would travel around the area singing in churches and stuff like that, and I was basically made to do it. I had no choice.
Oh wow.
So that put me in music at a very young age, and as I got older, I just kind of kept, getting into it.
Okay.
And when I turned into a teenager, it's when I started rapping. Like all teenagers do, they want to be a rapper. But of course, my moms and pops didn't really like it.
They weren't having it.
Yeah, my mom was a Sunday school teacher and my dad was a deacon, so
no, there wasn't.
none of that rapping stuff.
Rap was not having it.
and I don't even think they would. If I would have came to them, they wouldn't even approve me singing R&B. Honestly, I mean, even when my dad was alive, he would be like, "Well, are you singing gospel?" I'm like, no, I'm not singing gospel. But all in all, I'm from Marvel, Arkansas. Shout out in town.
All right, shout out to Lee County.
Lee and Phillips.
Lee and Phillips. Yeah, it does kind of cover both.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, Marvel, Arkansas, man.
That's my neck of the woods. Well, not Marvel exactly, but that rural area. I'll put it like that.
It's basically all a big town.
Yes, sir. All right, so then what brought you to Jonesboro?
College.
What were you studying?
I was studying criminology.
All right, so what do you hope to do if you finish your degree? What do you hope to do with that?
I mean, honestly, I can't even say because I'm so focused on
your music right now.
This music right now that I can't even say what I would do with it,
We're just gonna put a pin in it.
Yeah, we'll.
I'm gonna have to play Auntie Q and come back and remind you,
we'll plant that seed.
plant that seed and hopefully it'll grow a little later.
Right on.
All right, so tell us about your start in music in Jonesboro. Who's the people you connected with, and who has been an inspiration to you?
Oh man, I have a lot of inspirations, but when it comes to the people I connected to in Jonesboro, it was I first started hosting parties.
Okay.
And I connected with this promotional group here called Slick Entertainment.
Okay.
With DJ Ice Trey, all them guys. But yeah, I connected with them and started hanging around and learning. I learned a lot from the group as a whole.
Okay.
Because they were real business minded. They knew exactly how to maneuver things to a point of where, we're gonna make this party jump. So, and before that, I knew nothing about, the party life, the stage life, and nothing like that.
Okay.
So, by watching them, just sitting back and being observant, I'm a very observant person.
Okay.
And just by sitting back observing, I learned a lot from them.
That's awesome.
And then when I was hosting parties, I'm gonna let y'all know now, I sucked. When I first started, I sucked. I would grab the mic and didn't know what to say, and it it made me go deeper into knowing music, because you never really know what track the DJ is about to throw on.
Okay.
So when you hear the beat and you hear the beats being incorporated, you hear them being mixed together, it's like, okay, I know what's coming up next. So you were always thinking 2-3 steps ahead when it comes to that.
Okay.
And after a while, I finally got serious about singing because I always knew I could sing.
Okay.
And after a while, rapping got a little easy to me.
Okay.
I feel like anybody can get on track and just put some words together on a beat and call it a rap song. but I feel like it takes a different type of challenge to, you know, figure out a melody, write down some words. You know,
say that again.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it again. It takes a different type of talent. It takes a different person to figure out a melody, write out some words that don't sound like complete crap.
Yes.
And put it to a slow, smooth R&B instrumental. It takes a different person. It takes a special person.
Yes. I mean, I grew up in a time frame, you know, looking back, some songs may seem corny. You know, it was like, did we really just vibe to that back then? But yes, we did.
I mean, but even some of that, I still vibe to, because my sisters that I grew up with in the 90s, like, I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 90. So my sisters, they would play all that stuff. So, and I was like, you know, like I said, I'm very observant. Okay. So I was always listening. All right. Even though most of the songs that I wasn't supposed to be listening to back in the day. But I was listening.
But now that you're grown, and you're writing them yourself.
Now that I'm grown, I can do what I want.
Oh, I
can listen to what I want to.
And I must say, you're doing wonderful. We have been,
thank you.
You know, very blessed to have your music in our playlist. And
I'm very blessed to have KLEK, because, like, this is my first on-air radio interview.
Really?
My very first.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to have you guys. Like, it's the tip of the iceberg, but I'm glad KLEK is a tip of the iceberg. It's a part of that tip of the iceberg. Yeah.
And we're a community radio station, and we're here to serve our community and give a voice and a platform, you know, to those that are up and coming and that are doing wonderful things within the community. So, speaking about community radio, if you had to give a plea to someone why they should support community radio and minority-owned radio, I mean, what'd you say to them?
What would I say to them? To somebody that needs to support community radio and minority radio, because it's your people, you know. Like, why not? I mean, as you can see, I don't know where the camera is, but it's right here. As y'all can see, all I had to do was reach out to this community radio station and was like, I got a single I want y'all to play. No problem. I want to schedule a radio interview. No problem. And they take care of you, y'all. They take care of you.
And that's what we're here for, to shine a light on those that live in our community. You know? And so, because it's your first, hopefully I get your autograph before you leave.
I mean, I'll give it to you. I mean, it may not be worth much now, but
but that's what I'm saying. It's about the long game.
Right on.
What's going to happen down the line. Mm-hmm. We can say we knew you when, and hopefully when you do blow up big, you know, turn around and support the community, other young people that are coming up in the industry.
Yes, ma'am. That's what it's all about.
I'm sure that you're gaining a lot of knowledge now that you can also share with the younger people who have aspirations of being musicians or artists of any kind.
Definitely.
So do you find yourself mentoring? Do you come across many young people saying, you know, a lot of teenagers, they think they know it all, they can do it all.
Yeah.
They still have a lot of learning to do. So do you come across teens that you can take to the side and say, look, this game ain't what you think, it's not what you think it is?
Yeah, I mean, because I was one of those teenagers that thought I knew a whole lot. But life has a way of cracking that whip on you, man. I promise. But yeah, I've came across like different teenagers and even not so teenagers, you know. And it was like, you know, you could be doing something different. Either I'm still gaining knowledge myself. Okay. You know, I just started back, you know, being an avid reader. Okay. And a lot of books that were out here, you know, that I've read, it is so much knowledge that you can apply to your daily life in just you know, fiction books. Okay. Like books that's not even based on a true story or anything like that. There's a lot of stuff that you can find in those books.
All right. I want to give a shout out to all those that are watching our live stream. I don't know who they are, but I want to thank you for all the love and for watching. Please share this video with everyone you know. Let's shine some light on Mr. Trey.
My sisters are probably watching.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Well, shout out to and so, we do want to let y'all know we do have your song, Make a Move, coming up after the interview. So the video will have to stop because of all the copyright infringement and things like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you can listen. You can listen. The song will play right after our interview, and hopefully, Mr. Trey will give us a little something else, though. Live.
We'll see.
All right. So, what are some other ways you find yourself, improving on your craft? Some people feel like, okay, I've made it this far. I'm good. You can never stop learning and practicing and upgrading yourself.
That's true.
So what are some ways that you continue to grow and improve or expand on your skills?
Like you said, you never stop learning. I have countless of hours logged where that goes back to that reading again. I have countless hours logged where I've just read books on just basically the music industry.
Okay.
And outside of that, even, looking at today's times, how music is going now, you take bits and pieces from here and there, but, there's some stuff out now that you...
Yeah. So...
But as for me, I never stop writing, I never stop learning, I never stop reading.
But you have a notebook like this thick.
I have a few, actually.
Okay.
I have a few. If something comes to me and I'm not anywhere where I can really write it down, I'll put it in my phone.
Okay.
Or, if I don't have one of my notebooks, I'll just find a random piece of paper and I do that all the time.
Okay,
So basically, like you said earlier, you never stop learning.
All right, want to give a few shout outs to Raina Penister.
Yeah, that's my cousin. First cousin, what's good?
And then Katie Williams.
Katie Williams.
KDDE. Katie Williams.
That sounds familiar.
Thank you for checking in. We appreciate the love.
Yeah.
And to Carlton Bailey. Hey, fam.
First cuz, what's going on?
All right. Well, thank you so much for the love. Thank you all for supporting KLEK 102.5, and we hope you continue to listen because we like to play, the hits, some old school, some new school, everything in between.
They play the good stuff.
And then on Friday, Saturday night, we take you back to the 90s with the old school hip hop.
Yes, y'all do.
All right.
I'm always vibing. Always.
You're probably too young to remember the parties at the PAF, but when I was in school, you were just a baby. Anyway.
Here go that baby talk again.
I'm sorry. But back in the 90s, we had what parties at the PAF were famous, and that's when all that 90s hip hop was popping.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
I still love it to this day.
I also want to give a shout out to Shalandra Johnson.
Oh, that's my sister. That's who's watching.
All right.
Sis, what's good?
We thank you all so much for your support. So, as you're going through your journey and you're learning more and more, who are some artists, that are not gone or maybe still alive that you look to for inspiration?
Oh, man, let me pull out my invisible scroll.
Okay.
You said living or deceased?
Yes.
Ooh, man. Bobby Womack for sure.
Oh, okay.
I listen to a lot of the Temptations. I listen to a lot of the Whispers.
Okay.
The Spinners.
We better cut up.
Frankie Beverly and Mays. I listen to, coming up, I listen to Ray Charles. Just David Ruffin by himself. Jamie Foxx, that's one of my biggest inspirations because he is a powerhouse when it comes to music.
Jamie Foxx can sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb."
Jamie, if you listening, let's work.
Okay.
If you listening,
we're gonna make.
I just had to manifest that.
Yeah.
If there's any artist that I want to work with, it's Jamie Foxx.
Wow.
But also, Tank, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, R. Kelly. I mean, as much as they say about R. Kelly, you can't deny that
he does have a talent.
He is a beast when it comes to the music.
Now, all those people you named, this is morning radio, so I'm not gonna say what I was thinking, but you make grown folks music. You like grown folks music.
I love grown folks music.
You're gonna keep it PG for the morning radio.
I love grown folks music.
All right.
I mean, have y'all heard Make a Move? Have y'all heard it or not?
Yeah. Well, they gonna hear it after this show. So,
yeah,
well, all the kids should be in school anyway, so nothing but grown folks should be visiting.
They left the house at 7:30, so
yeah.
There's that.
All right, so again, as you're going through this journey, what is some advice what's some, real life advice, like the down to the nitty gritty advice you would give to people that are inspiring artists, especially the younger generation? They see the flash, they see the fame, they see the glory.
Yeah.
They don't know the real work that goes into it. So what advice would you give them? What
advice I would give them? First of all, never go to anyone looking for a handout when it comes to your craft.
Okay.
2, never stop learning. Always do whatever you can to sharpen your steel.
Okay.
And look for other steel to help sharpen your steel.
Okay.
Steel sharpens steel. And what else?
Let me ask you this on the legal aspect, because I know when it comes to music, there's a lot of copyright laws and a lot of legal stuff that are behind the scenes, and we've seen artists in the past get caught up with signing contracts, not knowing what they're getting into. So, are you having to also sharpen your skills when it comes to legalese?
Not yet, because I'm doing it all indie.
Okay.
I'm doing it all independent so basically I'm my own boss when it comes to my music.
Okay.
I'm not really big or bent on signing a major label deal, because that's where you sign your life away, basically.
Yeah. You start losing your identity.
Yeah, exactly. You basically, by signing your name on that contract, you give these people permission to make you do a full 180 and be somebody they want you to be and not be yourself.
And again, we've seen this like on the shows like Unsung and those true life stories.
That's one of my favorite shows.
We hear these stories of these artists that could have been probably bigger than what they were, or not had so many gaps in their career. Again, signing a contract.
Hey, they throw all this advancement money at you,
but you gotta do something for it.
But you got to fish out 5-6 albums for us in the next 3 years.
And that's a lot of work.
That's a whole lot of work.
I don't think people really realize what goes on in a studio. I mean, it's one thing to write and it's one thing to sing, but and I don't even know, I just know from just the little bit of, research I've done, it's a lot of composing, arranging, making sure every beat, tone, whatever is on point before you release it. And then if you release it, it's no guarantee that everyone's going to love it.
Exactly.
So then you got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people can say all the time, if you don't like my music, it's not for you. I mean, and that's cool. But at the same time, if the people is not vibing with your music, then how you going to get off the ground and make this money that you need to make?
Yeah.
Because the fans and the people is what get your music out there, honestly. I mean, you can't do it all yourself.
That's right.
You have to connect to these individuals outside of just you, outside of that studio, outside of the stage or wherever you go. That's basically who's going to keep your music alive.
That's right. All right, so before we get ready to wrap up here soon, we want to add, I had a question real quick. Upcoming events, performances, anything like that?
Nothing at the moment. I'm just in town for the homecoming festivities.
Okay. So where are you living now?
I'm in Little Rock.
In Little Rock? Oh, so you're not even here with us.
No, unfortunately, no.
So are you not performing in the... I know it's a bunch of turn-ups going on somewhere around Jonesboro.
It's a whole lot of turn-up. I'm here for all the foolishness. If you're listening, point me to the foolishness.
Lord, just don't get in trouble in Jonesboro.
Oh no, we ain't gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna do just enough to stay out of jail.
Okay.
And make it back to Little Rock.
Make it back to Little Rock. All right, so we're gonna get ready to take our break. So can we hear you sing a little something? I mean, even if it's, I know you got a gazillion songs in your.
Ooh, you have no idea. I got a whole lot of songs in my head. Yeah, I can give y'all something.
All right, go ahead. Let me turn this background music down a little bit. So go ahead.
All right. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ready? Put on your red dress and slip on them high heels and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smells good on you. Slide on your lipstick and let all your hair down. 'Cause baby, when you get through, I'm gonna show off you. Tonight will be a special night, no matter where we go. And I'm so proud to be with you. I just wanna let you know, you got me saying, my, you're sure looking good tonight. There you go.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Look, ladies, gentlemen, get his album. We can't tell you how much it costs right now. But
well, it's just a single right now.
But
I can promise y'all an album 2019.
All right, we will be on the lookout for that and pop that into our rotation.
And hey, if you don't buy it, that's fine. Just go listen. That's all I'm asking.
Look, and little do people know, the more they listen, and word of mouth gets you a whole lot more support as well. So, yeah. Support the cause.
Come in, sing with you out.
Go on with it.
Brother Cobbs over there clowning.
That was a song back in the day. Yeah. That the lady was saying, that's my song.
That's Brother Cobbs. Look, we're going to let him save his singing for Wednesdays on Bob.
Y'all know.
All right, we want to thank Mr. Trey for joining us in the studio today, and thank you everyone out there. LaShonda says, yes, brother. Shalondra says, you better sing.
Sis, what's good, man?
So anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, for listening, supporting KLEK. Thank you so much. I am
no problem.
So pleased to meet you, and I can't wait to see more from you.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot more. Just get ready.
All right, well, thank you. I hope everyone has a great day, and stay tuned. Trey Parks Make a Move coming up right after this show. So in about 30 seconds, so stay tuned.